Oh shit, we need to be recording in Audacity.
No, I am ready when you are.
And in three, two, one, go. My levels
Uh,
look good.
Mine said error. Let me reopen.
Oh no.
Yeah, I uploaded. No, yeah, never mind. It's fine. Okay. I don't know why. Let me just close it and reopen it. I'm sorry. I had it like all prepped. I think because I still had the other file from earlier today open,
Oh,
it made
yeah.
Audacity upset. Even though I hit file new, it was like, no, you can't have two things at once. Okay. Okay, I'm recording now. It is fine.
And
Shit.
our faces get all squishied.
Oh, great.
Yeah, no, we do not look pretty right now on the live stream. Hi, guys. I'm working on it, making us look proper. Hi, She Cup.
I'm getting
Oh,
Twitch up so I can see people's comments. My sister better be here. Oh, my phone is dying. Piss. Oh, wait. I have a charger. Huzzah.
huzzah.
Piss. I put my, just out of like superstition, I put my old apartment's like signal booster on my laptop because of what happened that one time that I won't speak of because I don't want to manifest anything.
No, we shall not manifest anything. All
Oh,
right.
shit, shit, shit.
I'm going to play a little test song. Make sure that clips are playing. Yep. Chat here our lovely music. Cloudy, thank you for the follow. Very much appreciated. All right, and She Cup says that they heard the audio, the music playing.
And PF Apollo.
Yep,
What's up, pesties?
right. These are our ride or die peeps. We love
I
them.
know. My sister got me this new wine cup too. It says Mama with a Master's
Oh,
because
hell yeah.
yeah, it's great. For those of you who don't know, I just got my MBA on Saturday. I'm officially, supposedly smart enough to run a business. Do not let me. Mm-mm.
You run half of this.
Yeah, this is fun though. Maybe if I found a business that was fun, maybe this will become a business that's fun. But for now, I consider it
Ooh,
like a quasi-professional hobby because I feel like we need professional skills, but we're not paid,
yeah.
so it can't really be called professional.
Well, we're
Oh,
not
and
getting
thank
paid
you.
yet, but we're working
Yeah,
on it.
I don't know who should sponsor us, but someone should.
Adam and Eve.
Yes, sure. Why not?
Well, my dear, are we ready to dive into Leliana?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Spoiler alert, tonight's on Liliana. It's like the last episode or the last romance option in Dragon Age Origins, so.
That and the title of the episode that I posted on the live stream is Leliana. So,
Mm-hmm. Oh, PFO Palace is a wine company. Should sponsor
ooh,
us, and I could not agree more. That's a good idea.
very much agree.
Mm-hmm. Preferably a wine or winery that has a sassy name, maybe a sexy name even.
We have a winery out here called Hip Chicks,
I like it.
or Naked, or Boring, or my God.
Boring.
Yeah, there's the city of Boring.
Oh, sounds boring.
I love it. Boring Winery is actually one of my favorites.
That's cute. Yeah,
Mm.
Naked Winery is definitely the winner, I think, for name wise.
Mm-hmm.
I am a trash person. The wine I usually am drinking is some sort of apothic red blend. Oh
I'm drinking Apothic Dark right now.
my gosh. I like how I'm still, even in wine choices, I'm the lighter version of the two of us.
I love us. I love us.
I love us too.
Oh, all right. We have the script, we have the audios, we have the water and wine. I think, my dear, we are good to go.
We don't have the religion, so guys, leave if you are. Well, Leliana does.
Leliana definitely has enough religion for the
I
both
think
of us.
I think most religions would shy away from this podcast.
Uh, not all of them.
Hmm, maybe I'll become religious.
Mm. And my water is actually a monster.
Oh my gosh. They taste like acid.
Really? I
I
love
can't
them.
I can't drink them. Somewhat well, okay. I've never actually tried a monster on its own, but one time when I was in the Navy, someone handed me a monster. What? No, wait, that was a Red Bull with
Oh,
vodka or
no.
something.
Vodka Red Bull
Uh,
is definitely a thing. And no,
it tasted like the
ass.
afterlife. Yeah, it was. I was like, I'm dead. I'd speed through life and just die after finishing this drink. It was horrible.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm just kidding.
Okay.
Done digressing. Wait, hold on. PF Apollo's. Did you see PF Apollo? What he said?
Pagans. Wait.
No, the Arbor Mist person. That made me giggle.
Oh, and pagans love this podcast. I mean,
Yes.
yeah.
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 Like you can't see all of my pagan accoutrement in my house, but it exists. I'm not a devotee of anything, but I love being a poser, witch aesthetic. So I'm just not very devout
No.
for anything. Except for cats.
Which is very pagan.
Yeah, it really is though. What's up, Bria?
Oh. All right.
Third time's the charm.
Welcome back to Two Girls, One Ship, where we rate, review, and dissect all of your favorite video game romances and relationships. I'm Genesis, the girl who is about to give Ravada a panic attack by telling her I still have Christmas shopping to do.
Oh no.
Really?
That won't give me a panic attack. Yeah, I don't care about that. We opened our Christmas presents yesterday. I don't care about that.
The fact that I still
Wait,
have
who?
like Rexy is all
Who?
done. Rex is done.
Okay, well then that's fine. Nobody else matters.
I have my brother, my sister, my other sister, my mom. Yeah. I've got all the big ones to go
Oh,
by.
I mean, I'm not gonna panic on your behalf, but I will like quietly chuckle at the bed you've made for yourself,
Oh no, I do
waiting
it every
until like
year. I love
a
it. I
day
love going out on
before.
I love going out shopping on Christmas Eve and just going into the store and be like, okay, I need to really think about my brother. What does Monk need right now? And then I'll look around and find him the perfect gift in the moment.
I mean, you should be like a professional gift shopper person, gift giver. That exists, right, for rich people?
Yeah, sure.
Like
Oh,
but
I
yeah, and
have killed
I
the cups.
oh, Maybe they're like me. I finished my shopping weeks ago. Like, picked out the perfect gift for my sister, wrapped it, sent it off like January, or not January. Oh my God. That'd be crazy. Early December. She's had it under her tree for ages. And I keep telling her to open it early because I just want her to open it early.
Mm-hmm. I kind of get
But
that, especially for because it's like all the people that I shop for are right here. So we are getting together on Christmas to exchange gifts. So I don't have to worry
yeah.
about buying stuff beforehand. I mean, I do that for a few people, or like I was buying myself something online and ordered
Oh,
some,
yeah.
yeah, and ordered
I treat
something for somebody
myself.
else.
That's why I'm difficult to shop for because I will buy myself stuff 24/7, 365. I know what I want. And now I have the money to do it. So I'm just going to do it. But
Yeah, I see it, I
I
want it,
also,
I get it.
yeah, yes. I need to learn to
Like a
save
car.
up. Yeah. Did you buy a car?
I bought a car.
Congratulations.
Uh,
A new car?
mm-hmm,
Or, ooh, that's always fun.
mm-hmm. The husband's truck
Or,
wouldn't start. So I said, let's
aw.
go buy a car. And he said, okay.
This,
So we went and bought
this
a
is when
car.
this is when all the car sales happen. You just get this year's model instead of next year's model, and then you can save a lot. That's
Fuck
how I
that.
bought
I bought the
my first
22.
car. Ooh, big spender.
Yeah,
Cha-ching.
probably more
Dare I
than we
ask
should
what
have.
kind of car?
It is a 2022 Kia Niro fully EV, meaning we are a fully electric vehicle family now.
I'm jealous. I really want an electric car. My car that my husband drives now because I got a Mommobile Subaru. But he took my car, traded in his car to get the Mommobile, and I have a Prius. So the most I have is a hybrid, but someday I
Mm.
would love an electric car. We just don't live anywhere where people care about that and there's like no electric charging ports anywhere.
Oh,
So wouldn't
that's why
work
you're
when we leave
moving.
here though. Yeah, a year and a half.
I love how we're like 15 minutes into our chat and haven't gotten in through the intro yet.
I know. We can stop. I mean, I didn't get a panic attack, but I'm also like it's cute that you guys are all together. The reason I have to plan is because military life, like my husband's in, I was in, my sister was in. We are scattered to the winds.
Mm-hmm.
So it definitely takes more planning time just to get stuff there. I would prefer it your way though, just so we're all together. But yeah, so I guess I'm Vervada, the girl who wishes I could have Christmas with her family. That sounds nice
Oh,
and kind of pathetic. Yeah. But this episode marks the end of Dragon Age December, which is a little sad, but don't worry, more Dragon Age to come in the future.
yes. So, just in case you're new here, we go deep into the story with analysis of both the character and the romance itself.
So here's your fucking spoiler alert.
And thanks to Sam, who is going to have a permanent disadvantage on all wisdom saving throws if he has to have that surgery. Stock up on ice cream, dude. You're gonna need it.
He has to have a surgery.
Yeah, and I would also like to shout out to Let's Not and Cloudy Atlas for help on that one this week. Um, he has some issues with his wisdom teeth going on. I don't know if this is really my story to share, so
He's a baby. I still have all of mine. I only have three. Isn't that weird?
that is
Like
weird.
the fourth one just never existed in my mouth. And I still have them. I'm well past the age of when people normally get them out, and I apparently they just never came in. They just decided to chill in my gums for all of eternity.
Okay.
But yeah, onward. We're gonna wade through this somehow. While we do provide some background context on the character we're analyzing, we assume that you already have some background knowledge on the overall plot and characters of the story. If you're looking for more detailed lore regarding Dragon Age, please check out the Dragon Age Lorecast on the Robots Radio Network. Today's episode is on Sister Leliana from Dragon Age Origins.
I'm not afraid. We go to fight for a good cause, and there is nowhere else I would rather be. You are my dearest friend and my love. You lit my path through darkness, and I will stand with you to whatever end. This day, we will forge a legend of our own.
I love that line. This day we will forge a legend of our own. Really good. Leliana is originally from from the country. I saw Cloudy's name. She's originally from Cloudy. Leliana is originally from the country of Orlais, which is why she has the quasi-French accent. She is what is known as a bard, which is basically a traveling minstrel with a thief and assassin side hustle. But she wasn't always a bard. Her origin story is actually really similar to Alistair's. Her mother was a Ferelden serving girl and had a bastard baby, and then she died. And then that baby was left to be raised by a kind noble. In Leliana's case, that noble is Dame Cecile Vasseur. Leliana first learned how to dance and sing to entertain the noblewoman, as she was much older and didn't leave her estate in Val Royale much.
When you first meet Leliana, she is in the town of Lothering in Ferelden as a lay sister of the Chantry. It's not quite a nun, but a serious devotee of the Maker. The blight is on. You are definitely not in Orlais, and Leliana is no longer the apple in Dame Cecily's elderly eyes. She makes her grand appearance doing what she does best, defying expectations. Some of Loghain's lackeys fight you in a bar, because why not? And Leliana helps you fight. With her Erlesian accent and talent in combat, she immediately sticks out.
I generally bring her on every mission because she picks all my locks for me. But following the fight, she explains that the Maker had sent her a vision, which meant that she must aid the Warden in the quest to end the blight. This is actually a major departure from the Chantry's teachings, as they claim the Maker does not communicate directly with individuals. However, Leliana is firm in her belief. She is unique in her ardor for the Maker and her religious beliefs. While Alistair was sent to be a Templar, a religious order of knights, essentially, he's hardly a believer. And Morgan outright questions Leliana's sanity.
Morgan hates everything Chantry, so that's not surprising. Another reason Morgan might question Leliana's sanity is simply because Leliana, despite her dark past as a bard, is almost childlike in her belief in true love and her desire to be monogamous. Leliana still believes in love, which is a heroic feat considering what Marjolaine did to her. In order to understand how precious Leliana's love is, it's important to understand the background of her experiences with Marjolaine. So here's the content warning. We will be briefly discussing a plot that includes child abuse, grooming, and emotional abuse. Fun stuff.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Why
sarcasm.
did they do?
You
Yeah.
can tell.
Why do they do this to me?
You gotta have a traumatic background.
True. Okay, so here's the deal with Marjolaine. Leliana first met her when she was 16, and Marjolaine was so cool. She was a spy master, sexy seductress, assassin. Basically all the femme fatale spy tropes. Leliana got a bad case of the fangirl and left Val Royale, become a bard with Marjolaine and her crew, consisting of a dwarven warrior named Tug and an elven mage Sketch. I wish I was making up their names. Tug and Sketch. Leliana adored Marjolaine. She was everything Leliana hoped her to be, and she became her mentor and lover. Keep in mind, Marjolaine is an adult, and Leliana is, or at the time was, a sheltered 16-year-old child.
Yeah, child being the operative word. Marjolaine took advantage of Leliana's adoration, and Leliana did anything and everything at Marjolaine's behest. Leliana never really elaborates on the full details of what she did during those years, but it can be inferred that lots of murder, seduction, and spying happened. In Orlais, they call this the game. Eventually, after an operation to plant military documents in a noble's room, Leliana discovered that the documents would compromise Orlais and did not want to betray her country. She convinced Marjolaine to steal back the documents, but Marjolaine betrayed her. She stabbed her and then had Leliana captured by the Hardline Mercenary Company.
When you called it the game, the first thing that popped in my head was Triple H theme music. Time to play the game.
It wasn't, I lost the game. Show
No.
my age.
No. I used to be a big wrestling fan. That's a tangent for another day.
My husband will love that. He's still a wrestling fan.
Oh, really? Oh, okay. No more tangents.
No more tangents.
Leliana was tortured. God, how do I say that with a happy voice? Okay. Leliana was tortured and kept in Ferelden and was to be sold to Orlais as a traitor. However, a high-ranking Orlesian chantry priestess, the Reverend Mother Dorothea, took pity on Leliana and helped set her free. Leliana led a heroic charge to free the other prisoners, defeat the mercenaries, and later, finding Marjolaine, recovered the documents, but allowed Marjolaine to run off and crawl back into her troll grave. Then she became a lay sister in Lothering until you meet her during the Blight. Or that's at least the version of events told in the Leliana song DLC, which is told from Leliana's perspective. She says she added bits for flair and drama, so who knows? Bards are notorious for adding flair. Thank you, Dandelion. Unreliable narrators are far from uncommon in BioWare games. Mr. Catalyst.
Yeah, exactly. Everyone, if it's anyone's point of view, you know it's not exactly the truth. But all right, you all know what you need to know about Leliana to listen to us talk about the romance. So we're going to head into a quick break where we talk about some fun facts and you'll hear about some of the other awesome podcasts on the Robots Radio Network. Of course, not the live stream people though.
No.
Because we don't have them for y'all.
Y'all are special.
Is the other podcasts on the Robots Radio Network, so it's fine.
All we need is Brad to jump in on here and we'd have the whole court.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Chaos hasn't zoomed. Navi, but Sam. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And Meiji.
I lost it when Meiji Moose says troll crave. Lost it. What made me giggle.
And Meiji, thank you for hosting. I saw that and also realized I need to disable notifications inside. Because that little, I don't know if you heard it, V, but a little tune plays whenever somebody like follows or does hosting stuff. I need to go back and disable all of that. But, all right, we are here for some chaos.
I admit that I took great pleasure in the intrigue back in Orlais. It was dangerous and chaotic and exciting, but it destroyed my life. Here are some fun facts about Leliana. Statistically, she is the most commonly picked romance option in Origins. And I don't know how I feel about that. Like,
I've literally never met anyone who fangirls or fan persons over Leliana. Like, everyone I've ever met is like, Alistair was my first true love of my entire life. So I thought it would be Alistair. But no, apparently it's Leliana.
Well, I guess it's just really the type of person. Because I know one canon Leliana shipper. And I'm like, okay.
Yeah, we'll get into that at the end of the show. We did a little bit of research on it.
Yeah. She has also appeared the most out of any other Dragon Age character, meaning that she's in future games more than anybody else, right?
Yeah, that's true. Which is, I think it's mainly because she also has an appearance in Dragon Age 2 and is just such a huge character in Inquisition. I believe she's also in some of the media, like comics and stuff. I
Mm.
have some. It's just been a long time since I read it. But according to Cheryl Chi, the writer who wrote Leliana for both Origins and Inquisition, Leliana's signature scent would be sugared roses, incense, and candy floss. So, like all the hot scents of Bath and Body Works from the early 2000s, basically.
Gag me.
Super sickly sweet.
Ooh. Actually, I think I owned sugared roses back in the day.
I was a Japanese cherry blossom girl.
Mm,
I think that
my
mainly had to do with I was in love with all anime and it was had the word Japanese in it because I'm an idiot. It smelled good too though.
my bestie was a sweet pea girl. I remember that.
My mom was Moonlit Path. I think my sister was Sweet Pea.
Mm.
I'll have to ask her. Maybe she would tell me if she were actually watching in the stream today, but nope, nope, nope.
Ooh,
She
throwing
busy, I
shade
guess.
on a muffin.
Yep.
Okay,
Sad,
but I actually
sad
do
muffin
have
now.
one serious little bit to get to. Because today I was sent a message, a direct message on the Robots Radio Discord. This person didn't want their name read out, but wanted to share their story with us. They found us, like some of you have, by listening to the Mass Effect Lorecast. And they state, the Lorecast and then your podcast have really given me exactly what I wanted from podcasts. You're the only two I have ever listened to, and I feel like I'm around friends. Like N7 said on an episode back on his, a lot of other people who play Mass Effect were or are in the military. I'm no exception. Keep on a fair share of PTSD and you become a socially awkward sci-fi fan. You all have done wonders for me since summer. I don't talk much in chat, but I'm always laughing behind the scenes. And I can't thank you enough for that. And so to you that sent me that message, that really means a lot to me. My husband is former military, and while I never served, I have seen some of the struggles he has been through. And if my crazy ass can make someone laugh or reflect on video games in a new light, then I've done my job.
Agreed. I was in the military, although I had a nice cushy desk job as a translator. But I think there's something to be said about the camaraderie that you get from these games, specifically Dragon Age and BioWare, or sorry, Dragon Age and Mass Effect, obviously both BioWare games, because of how involved you get, romantically or otherwise, with the companions. They feel like real friends, they feel like a real squad, which is something I know I miss so much about military life. I've been out since 2016, and I've kind of found it again a little bit with this community
Right?
and the Discord and stuff. So if you guys really want somebody to talk to, we have our own Discord, which we'll talk about at the end of the show. But thank you for reaching out, whoever you are. I'm glad that we help. I'm just my awkward self, so I'm glad. I learned a long time ago that it's better to laugh with me than at me, so I just do my own awkward thing, and I'm glad people find it funny.
And I mean, I love the community that is the Robots Radio Network Discord. Like seriously.
Mm-hmm.
Not only did you and I meet on there, but and I mean, I just talked about this on my Patreon episode on the Mass Effect Lorecast. Like there's seriously so many fucking awesome people on there. One, being a woman on the internet, I always go into new situations with a bit of trepidation and like, okay, am I about to walk into a quote room with a bunch of skis balls? And that hasn't happened. And we've been in there for like a couple solid months now. And it just makes me so happy that I have found a community that, I don't know, I feel safe and I feel happy
Mm-hmm.
and I love it. And I love you guys. And I'm just going to get white girl drunk and start crying about it.
What girl wasted?
White girl
But yeah,
wasted.
if you guys are feeling it with us, then don't forget, Spotify now has a new rating feature. So from any show page in the Spotify app, you can just tap to rate on a scale from 1 to 5 stars as long as you've listened to at least 30 seconds of an episode. So we love you all. And if our milkshake brings you to the yard, let us know that it's better than yours by leaving a rating. So far, we have 19 5-star reviews on Spotify. So thank you to all 19 of those shipsters out there and to all in chat right now. Obviously, we love you. That's so fun.
Yes.
I was honestly at the beginning was a little nervous about Twitch streaming because I've never, even though I'm a huge video game nerd, I am an introvert. I am INFJ for those of you into Myers-Briggs. I have never really done online sphere stuff, so I think I got lucky as this is my first experience with like internet gamer friends and everyone's so awesome and not creepy or gross.
Mm-hmm.
So I really love it.
Yeah. And we found each other. Like that would have
And
never
obviously
happened.
never. Oh my gosh, I know. And it's so awesome that maybe in the future we'll be moving to where you're at and then we could be like IRL friends too, which is exciting because I miss going outside my house.
Oh.
COVID. Yeah.
Let's get back to Leliana.
Do you want to know a secret? This tale of foolish people long ago, I know what happened and what is true, but I don't know how it should end. Let me tell it one more time, and perhaps together we will see.
I agree that song is totally a jam. When I started listening to it, I was like, yeah, can I just get this without her voice?
I
Maybe
think
I'll be.
it's Nightingale's Eyes. Like it's like an alternate version of that song, Nightingale's Eyes. That you hear it as a pub song in Inquisition. They have a whole Inquisition pub song album. It's on Spotify if you wanted to look that up. It's great. Sarah is my favorite just because it's just a catchy tune.
Mm-hmm. Okay. In order to romance Leliana, you cannot romance anyone else. She is strictly monogamous and is not interested in a fling like Savron. Similar to Alistair, she will only bed the warden once you have fallen in love with each other. To do that, you must face off with Marjolaine and finally deal with that loose end from Leliana's past. Once she is out of the picture for good, the romance can truly begin.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Also, side note, Leliana is a huge hypocrite. She is sweet and girly, but this is totally at odds with her murderous bard persona. It's hard to tell where that persona ends and where the real Leliana begins, or even which is which. She herself can't tell sometimes either, and she'll mention it to the warden occasionally. She will strictly condemn any evil acts the warden may make, and will verbally protest whenever the warden kills someone, despite her literally killing people all the time.
I kind of like the dichotomy, though. Like, cute, sweet, and fucking innocent, but then I'll also stab you.
Yeah, it's kind of like, I don't know, like Harley Quinn-esque, except not insane.
Yeah.
Like how Harley Quinn's super cutesy and likes cute stuff and is girly, but she's also like a murderous villain. Liliana's not a villain and she's not insane, but kind of some similar little complete opposite personality war going on in her body.
Yeah. I mean, she's also apparently an amazing storyteller and spy, but often gets flustered and stumbles over her words during conversations. This may be attributed to her speaking in English, aka Ferelden, instead of French, aka Orlesian, but it's also a case of informed ability, where we are told something about the story rather than witnessing it unfold narratively.
Yeah, I personally lean towards the fact that it's all a facade, that Leliana became the mask of the shy, naive, and innocent Chantry sister to escape Marjolaine. She becomes more confident as the game progresses, and she settles somewhere between Sister Leliana and the cunning bard spy of her past. The romance progresses not just by talking and listening to her a lot, but by slowly chipping away at the many curated layers of Leliana's masks. Eventually, she'll tell you this.
Sometimes it takes another to show us the truths we hide from ourselves.
Even for an Elysian, Liliana has a lot of masks. Her romance and character arc is one of death, rebirth, and personal understanding. Once you've done the hard work, your effort pays off with a romance that helps to heal her. See, the thing with abuse is that it slowly chips away at who you are. It can be assumed that Marjolaine was her first romantic relationship Liliana ever had, and it's not anywhere close to healthy. Marjolaine groomed her, emotionally manipulated her, and gaslit her, abandoned and betrayed her over a perceived slight, and then left Liliana as a shell of a person. Like many abused people, Liliana had carved out her personality to replace it with who Marjolaine wanted her to be. Doubtly so to live a life of a bard.
It also makes sense why she latched so tightly onto the Chantry after Marjolaine's betrayal. Left unsure of who she really is, she wore a new mask, and this is why her particular brand of religious believer can come off as annoying occasionally. She extends sympathy to anyone, without regard to context, which is why she will chastise the warden for killing someone on one hand, and then have no real problem doing it herself. She's also a bit tone deaf, parroting Chantry beliefs as if they were her own.
For instance, if you're an elven warden, you can tell her off for some of the things she says about elves to you. She will say that elven servants are prized in Orlais for their skill and attractive appearance, or thank a Dalish elf warden for not being one of the savages who steal women. Or should I say that in her accent? Savages who steal women. This actually raises her approval, though, because Liliana is a good person at heart and wants to be better. Her whole arc and origins is about atonement, and she realizes that she is not a block of marble to chisel away at for the sake of another, but a living person, imperfect and ever-changing.
And whether you oh my gosh, can't talk. Too much wine. Whether you
Not
romance
enough.
or befriend, whether you romance or befriend Leliana, it is wonderful to see this change. Leliana is the foil to Zevran. They are both foreigners with backgrounds as seductive assassins. While Zevran is a dual-wielding tank of a rogue, Leliana is skilled in dexterous technical skills and archery. While they both come from unwed peasant parents, Leliana was raised privileged and sheltered in a wealthy home, and Zevran was raised communally in a whorehouse. Leliana often questions her dark side, while Severin fully embraces it.
And now we move on to the sexy bits. And yes, Meiji, wine truly is the third co-host of Two Girls, One Ship. Clink.
Wine is good for your heart in small doses. So this is medicine.
Mm-hmm.
Plus, I was raised Catholic, so this is also church.
That's right. I was just raised to like drinking.
Yeah, fair.
Unfortunately, this is the 4th time I've watched this romance play out. Not like rewatching Leliana over and over again 4 times, but it's the exact same scene that we have seen. So we've already covered everything that happens in this romance. I have some major issues too. When I mean that it is the exact same romance scene, I literally mean they did absolutely nothing to change it, whether or not your warden is male or female. Women who have sex with other women don't have sex the same way that they have sex with men. It doesn't work like that. It doesn't look like that. It doesn't feel like that. It doesn't any of that. It doesn't work that way, and I hate it. These scenes were designed for the male gaze and not for the women who love other women. I'm really hoping that the games in the future we talk about will actually show the sex scenes can't be body swapped or reused for convenience. I get it from a developer standpoint. I understand game coding is difficult. But from a viewer standpoint, from a player standpoint, make the sex believable. Please? I don't get it.
Pretty, please.
Pretty,
With a
please.
cute nug on top. I totally agree, especially considering that while Leliana is bi technically, she prefers women in the same way that Zephyrin does. So you would think that they would have paid a little more attention to the woman on woman sex scene. And like as we said before, Leliana is the most popular romance option in Dragon Age Origins. And while both Jen and I haven't romanced her, it's easy to see why, I suppose. She's cute and girly, which coupled with her serious penchant for romance makes her an ideal romance versus just a sex partner. RPG romances are unique in that you are typically playing as a quasi version of yourself, which makes it that much easier for the bleed out effect to happen.
The bleed out effect refers to when you take on your character's emotion as your own, which is why the love players feel for the video game romance options feels so real. Because it is. It's also one of the reasons why Origin romances feel so powerful, even after all these years later. It's easier to identify with a character that is only vaguely sketched out versus greatly detailed, because you as the player fill in the gaps with your own personality. The warden doesn't speak, so even though your lines are pre-written, you hear your own voice reading them in your head, and it makes all those choices more impactful.
Yes. So this all coalesces into a projected identity and allows the player, aka me, you, and many other players everywhere, the ability to be our own hero for a bit and to fall in love safely, just a tiny bit, rather than all out in the open like in real life. This is another reason why sexuality can be realistically explored through video game romance. But that, my hopeless romantics, is a topic for another day. Leliana appears in the other 2 Dragon Age games and in some of the other media, but she can't be romanced or even flirted with again. That means, if you did romance her, she's faithful to the bitter end. I wouldn't expect anything less from her. So, Jen, what do you rate this Joan of Archetype?
That's cute. I do like the faithfulness. That I like that idea. Oh, okay. This one was rough for me. Because I like her I really do. I mean, she seems like a cute friend, somebody I would totally hang out with. But thinking of all my other options in game, I like her, but I don't want her. Maybe the 6?
Yep, that's me too. I think I'll pick a 6 for her because she's not a bad romance at all.
Wow,
Um,
wow.
I know, immediately went to Lady Gaga. Um, like she's cute and stuff. Oh, bye, Mary. My cat just left. Anyway, I don't like how jealous she can get if you flirt with other people. She's pretty clingy,
She's
which
not as bad as Liara. Sorry.
she's not as bad as they are. I mean, I'm sure that there's some, there's trauma there. She needs to work on that. And in Origins, she's just recently started working on it because, as far as I'm aware, you are her first romance after Marjolaine. So maybe second romance in her whole life, like actual romance. And she fell into a bad habit with Marjolaine. Like Marjolaine totally messed her up. And I think this romance can help heal her heart a little bit, which is kind of a common theme with the Dragon Age Origins romances. They are all a little bit wounded. There's something about a romance option where you are like, I can fix you. Just makes it more attractive, right? I don't know about healthy, but attractive. I do identify though with her hopeless romantic heart. I think that's really cute. I love that. I mean, I don't want it all the time. She's a bit cloying, kind of like her signature scent would be, but I do like a little bit of that hopeless romance. And I think the fact that she's a wide-eyed idealist is cute. Like she is the one. It's a very dire situation in Dragon Age Origins, and she's like a bright spot of sunshine. She is the white rose on the dying bush that she talks about in the very beginning, where she interpreted as the signal from the Maker that everything will be okay after the blight. And I think it's really interesting thinking about the connections between Leliana and the overall story in Dragon Age. The blight is a song, but it's a song of sickness. And Leliana's song is actually about the Uthanara, which is the elven sleep that makes them immortal. And it's like healing. And it's just a really interesting connection between all these overarching Dragon Age things. So as a character, I find her very, very interesting. I always go into character analysis when we do romance ratings because I can't separate the individual from the romance. But her romance is kind of lame to me. Like I wouldn't pick it personally, but I like Liliana a lot. I was always her friend.
Maya has appeared on stream.
Hi, Maya. Maya is Genesis's cat, who is adorable. I had Mary, who's my cat, but he left.
And so
He
Maya
left
took his
me.
spot.
Yeah, there's always got to be one cat at least on a live stream.
Hmm. I think it's a requirement.
She looks very demandy. She's like, "Excuse me, mother."
She's
My
extremely
spot.
demanding. I also love that in the background, she's now where the crow was. So she's replaced my familiar. I appreciate
Yeah.
this. So I was actually just kind of thinking about that when you said this. That it's hard for you to separate the romance from the character analysis in your breakdown. And since we are currently wrapping up Dragon Age and about to start a new quote season, god damn it, Maya.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
All I see is cattail.
yep. It's because Jace brought me food and now she's trying to eat my enchiladas.
You can't have carbs, Maya. You are cat. You are an obligate carnivore. It means no carbs are necessary for your survival.
necessary don't mean shit, V.
I know. I know. Tell that to my cat, who will eat any bread he sees. And my other cat is obsessed with spinach, which I wish I was. I probably would have would look different if I was obsessed with spinach. But he will attack you for greens. I don't get it.
Mm.
Look at her sturdy paws.
My armchair is here, so that is what she is on. But okay.
PF Apollo, pet that poor baby.
I know. She acts like she doesn't get love, but trust me, she gets a lot of attention.
Clearly. She wouldn't demand it otherwise. Anyone who knows cats knows that. I wish my cat was here. I have my rabbit. He's...
Yeah, but I also don't
either.
know how I feel about us mutually petting kitties on stream.
Show me your kitties.
Show me your kitties. Twitch no ban, please.
Also, that's a thing. Yeah, that's a thing in the Discord, though. If you have a cat, you are obligated to post a picture of it to participate in the Two Girls One Ship chat. And if you haven't done that already and you're in the chat already, I'm disappointed in you.
Show
you
us
better
your
rectify
kitties.
that.
Even if it's not your cat, but a cute cat that you found online and are like, the girls would love this.
Agreed.
Yes. Okay. So, as my tangent to my tangent.
Failure.
Oh.
Mega
Okay.
booze.
Meiji will get it there.
Oh, Meiji. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. My shame is mispronouncing names every time, I feel like.
I know she loves
anyway.
the enchiladas, damn it. But so I was thinking that we split up our rating systems because to me in my head, romance is way different than sexual relationships. So what if I did a 1 to 10 scale on how good the sex was? And you can do a 1 to 10 scale on how good the romance was.
Sure. But.
Yes, this is a cat butt. Are you practicing for OnlyFans? Yeah.
Oh my. Do you have a story this week? Or did we want to do like a prompt in chat if you guys want to prompt us? And we can always cut out any awkward silence for the actual podcast episode. But, if somebody has a prompt for like story, I don't know. I have stories. I love listening to your stories too, though. I love how her spot on her side keeps morphing into the background. It's like a little green screen spot.
Oh, that's right here. Yeah. Her other side is cute. Come on, Maya, play to the camera.
Both sides are cute. She's a cat.
No, but this one in the right spots, it looks like a heart. Mm-hmm.
Maya.
Well, I guess I can tell you the story of Maya on how I got her. Okay. All right.
Chat is too slow.
The story of Maya. So Maya is a rescue kitty, but not in a normal fashion. My cousin's best friend was getting out of a horrible relationship. And unfortunately, the ex-boyfriend is the one that bought the cat. She was like, every time I look at the cat, I think of him. I can't do it. Maya was just under a year old. And my cousin posted online, hey, somebody is looking, or my friend is looking, get rid of her cat. And I'm like, I'm looking to get cat. And so that is how I got her. I rescued her from a sad, sad house who could not keep her anymore.
The stars aligned.
Yeah.
So
I'm not the one that named her. But I got her at a year old.
Good name. Yeah, everyone adopt, don't shop.
Mm-hmm.
That's my soapbox. As a chronic kitten foster mom and previous shelter employee, I will always advocate for animal welfare. I'm going to go with PF Apollo's prompt in the chat because I have a great story for that one.
Fucking
craziest thing your cats have done.
Mine just put her tail in enchilada sauce. So there's that.
Great. Delicious surprise for later. I have two cats. I have a black cat named Mary, who I foster failed with. I've had him since he was 10 days old. My specialty with fostering is bottle baby kittens, otherwise known as neonatal kittens, meaning they have to be bottle fed. And he was one of the first kittens I bottle fed. Him and his brother were Mary and Pippin. My friend adopted Pippin, and I could not bear the thought of leaving Mary. But he is not the crazy cat. My other cat, Oliver, his full name is Oliver Danger Softpaws. And he is a tuxedo cat. Something about tuxedo cats, they're insane. He was rescued when we lived in Hawaii. And this happened while we still lived in Hawaii. We were stationed there. That was when I was still in the Navy. And he was a kitten. And we lived in a 500 square foot apartment. So it was like one big room, basically, with like a bedroom off to the side. And I had the fridge open, and Ollie, as a kitten, jumped inside the fridge, and someone knocked on the door at that exact moment. And I turned around to go answer the door, because that was before I learned to just never answer the door. Like, for people, I was young and stupid. And the fridge door closed. I didn't really pay attention. Turns out my cat was in the fridge. I answer the door, and it's a stupid, like, wandering salesman, a vacuum salesman. Like, those things still existed then. I don't know if they do anymore. It's like Kirby vacuum. And he's like trying to sell me this vacuum. And I start to hear wow, 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 like meowing from the fridge. And I'm like, God damn it, my cat got in the fridge. So I was like, I need to go, sir. And he was like, what? And then at that moment, my cat somehow opened the fridge door. He like burst out of the fridge and like landed really heavily on his paws and like shook himself and trotted off like nothing happened. He was only in the fridge for like 30 seconds at this point. And I looked at the guy and he looked at me and I looked at him and I was like, he was cold. And the guy at the same time just nods. I was like, yeah, it's hot out. And I was like, okay, bye. And shut the door. And I was like, wow, he thinks I abuse my cat by putting him in the fridge on purpose. Like, that was definitely not what happened. Like, I don't put and still to this day, he will run in the fridge any chance he gets the second it opens. And he's real big now. He's like a 15-pound cat. He's not fat. He's just a huge cat. And I'm always dragging him out of the fridge. I'm like, get out of there. Why are you going in there? You didn't learn your lesson?
Maybe he likes it.
It's probably to get spinach because he's obsessed with spinach. And we have a rabbit. He doesn't eat, well, I shouldn't say spinach because sometimes we have spinach for us, but rabbits can't eat spinach very often. They're high in oxidatives. But we have spring mix and he'll go after that too. And it's just crazy. I don't get him at all. He's the worst. He's seriously a demon. I love him so much, but he makes it so hard to love him.
Yeah. I do like Meiji's prompt. I think we went, I don't know if we've actually talked about our Dragon Age origins stories.
A little bit in the episode that's coming up next week.
Yeah.
We did a little bit. I think I did anyway. I don't know about you. Oh, no, I think you did.
Yeah. But my origin story is actually kind of, well, I'm brand new to BioWare. Like, all things BioWare apparently just like flew right over my head when they were coming out. So I just finished Skyrim again for like the 100th time. Probably more like 7th, 8th time. And I was looking for a new game that was similar similar to an open world style, and I wanted another RPG, and I was just like, all right, what does Google say? I'm done with Skyrim. What to play next? And Mass Effect, Dragon Age, and I think like one other game popped up, but it was like the third game in a series, and I was like, I don't want to go back and, if it's saying that I should play number 3 because number 1 and number 2 suck, I can't. My completionist brain wouldn't let me start at game number 3. So I was like, all right, I will install both Mass Effect. I have played Dragon's Dogma. So I've done that one. I used to stream it.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Well,
So,
Meiji
Mass
says
Effect
it's
and
so
Dragon
good.
Age, it is.
I need you to play it.
It's short too. I can speed run
That's
it
good.
in like 30 hours.
Oh, that's not short. Short for me is like an indie game. Like, oh, there's only 8 hours of gameplay or something, you know?
Oh,
30 hours doesn't sound short to me just because my
for an
life is so busy
RPG
now.
though, it is.
Oh, I didn't know what kind of game it was. I guess I should have assumed RPG.
Um,
Just Skyrim with better combat.
it,
Whoa. Shots fired.
but way shorter
I'll
than
definitely play
Skyrim.
it. That's a good sales pitch there.
Oh, so
Sorry.
yeah, and I had just gotten off of Skyrim, so I was like, I'm gonna play Mass Effect first because I wanted to shoot people in the face with a blaster. And then I learned that it's not called a blaster, and that the Turian guy is not called Gareth. Garrison? Garson. Like, I streamed my first playthrough of Mass Effect, and I was like, okay, Jace played this back in the day. I think I remember people. I for sure remembered Rex. But then for some reason, one of my friend's little brother's name is Gareth, Gareth, and so
Garrus of Rivia.
I kept wondering when Gareth was gonna get here. So I see Nihilus pop up on the screen, and I'm like, "Ooh, is that Gareth?" No. I see Saren pop up on the screen. Ooh, is that Gareth? No.
What do they all look alike to you?
I mean, all I knew was that it was Turian. Yes.
It's better.
On your
It's better than
first
my daddy.
On the first
He
playthrough,
just
all
played.
Turians look alike. And they're all
My
named
dad
Gareth.
just my dad just picked up Legendary Edition and he demands I FaceTime him while he plays so I can tell him where to go. And I'm like, this is exhausting. Like you'll never finish at this rate. And so all I've seen him do is get to the Citadel, basically, go through Eden Prime, and that's it. But the first thing opens up, the very first video, like cutscene, and Nihilus is talking to you. My dad's like, whoa, what the hell is that? Like, it's a Turian, damn it. Don't react like that. They are friends.
And thank you for the
But,
follow, Let's Not.
Thank you, Let's Not.
The third to my triumvirate.
My Dragon Age origin story is old, very old. I played it when it first came out in 2009. I'm a huge high fantasy nerd, so I had played a little bit of Mass Effect before then, which is how I was introduced to BioWare, but I didn't really get into it at the time because I was, like I said, much more into high fantasy than I was sci-fi. And, the first Mass Effect game just didn't catch me at the time. I went back and played it later after Dragon Age Origins came out and got into it. I think it was when the second one came out. And then, but Origins, I played it for the first time as a 16-year-old young lady and loved it ever since. I own all the books and all the comics. I've read them all. I've played every game. Yeah. And my canon romance is definitely Alistair. But we've established that.
Yeah. I want him. I want Sev. That's I. I
Yeah,
never
now that you
thought
know
that.
about that.
Well, yeah. Now that I know about him, because I mean, so I'm not gonna call Alistair my canon just because he's who I picked in my first ever playthrough. No, canon is never first playthrough. It's who you pick on
See,
your second once you have more information.
my first playthrough was Dalish Elf woman because I will always choose elf when possible. And I had no idea about hardening him, so when I got to the end and I found out I couldn't be his consort, like he just dumped me, I Googled it in the early days of like internet game walkthroughs and stuff, and I found out about that whole scene, that one tiny line you have to say to him, otherwise it won't work. You won't harden him. And then I found out you could be queen if you were a female warden Kusland, noble human. And I was like, all right. So I restarted the game as a noble human, and that is my canon playthrough. So I did romance him twice. first time and then canon time because I didn't even want to try anyone else. So I was like, nope, Alistair for me.
Yeah.
He's
I
so
think
cute.
I have my canon Mass Effect set for FemShep. I don't know if I actually have canon Broshep yet because I haven't. There are 2 romances that I haven't fully watched for him yet. And I
I think it's
feel,
funny that is the completionist you are. Like you want both canon to be set. Like I don't care. Like I don't do that at all.
oh,
That's why I was able to play Witcher 3 from the get-go and never played 1 and 2.
I played 1. I definitely played 1. We'll get to that soon. I don't remember playing 2 though. Don't tell Toasty.
I hope he's not here.
No, he's not in chat.
Listening.
He'll probably
Oh.
be listening afterwards.
Oh, we can cut it out. So bye. Oh, wait, no. Unless they go back and watch the stream
No.
recording. Whatever.
No, he's fine. Toasty's fine. He'll forgive me.
What?
Um,
What other games Meiji wants to know that we'll be covering? We've got a lot.
Oh, do we want to
I
go
know for a
through?
fact.
We
Oh,
won't
we
go through
can.
the
The sketch.
because
Getting
it's
her
all
calendar,
official
peeps.
and shit. So join us January, where we will be doing a couple more interviews with some very, very awesome, cool fucking people. Starting in February, Mass Effect 2 is coming to your ear holes. And I am so excited about that.
Mm-hmm.
March.
I can't wait for a certain someone.
Mhm.
Come here, baby. Come here, baby.
March
Okay,
is continuing through Mass Effect 2 because there is a lot. April is also going to be split. It looks like we have at least 3 Mass Effect episodes in April, and then I'm looking for a filler episode for the end of April. So like a game that I can review in 1 episode. So somebody that's only got like 1 romance option, or it's not even an option, but
I
like
have an
who
idea.
you have to romance. May. Guys, I have May scheduled to be Dragon Age Inquisition.
Are we skipping 2?
Isn't that 2?
No, Inquisition's 3.
Oh, well then fuck. Okay, fine. May will be
We're
Dragon
definitely
Age
going to
2.
talk about Judy. Don't worry, PF Apollo. Judy's my romance for Cyberpunk. Oh, but for the filler, I don't want to do her for the filler just because there's 3 other romance options for Cyberpunk, so I think that'll take a month.
Yep.
And we'll just have 1 spot open. I was thinking more of The Last of Us because those romances are pre-scripted. It's Ellie. She has 2 romances in the first game and the second game, but they are scripted through. You can't choose them. So I think we could be able to cover that in an episode. It might be a longer one because it's 2 games in 1, but they were great.
Yeah,
They're
I mean,
great
as long as
romances.
it's only one, if it's like
Well,
one person.
You're right, Meiji. I'm sorry. I forgot about Abby. Abby has romances too.
Oh.
She's a character in the second game. Fuck. We'll have to find something else. We're going to do Last of Us, though. Don't worry. Those games they're around my heart for sure. Love them.
July, I'm gonna have to reschedule June and July, but we also have our chat with Brad from Once Upon a Wasteland. I was like, why is the name of that blanking from my head? Jesus Christ. Once Upon a Wasteland. August. So August I had Cyberpunk listed where we have Judy, Pan Am, and River. So that's why we can't do
There's a 4th romance on
Harry.
Cyberpunk. Yeah. And that goes into September then? Or no, August?
It depends on if the last Friday of the month is pre-reserved or not.
Oh.
And then I was like, well, shit, now we're already in September. So starting Fallout, maybe? Because apparently you
Yeah,
can have
maybe.
sex in the first Fallout game. But I haven't done a whole lot of research to that.
Oh, I started with Fallout 3.
Oh,
I've
I
played
think
Fallout
that's what
3,
it
New Vegas,
was.
and 4, but I haven't played 1 or 2. Those I'm sure they had some romance capabilities, but it was like in one of those like overhead games, like you weren't third person or first person point
Yeah.
of view. At least for 1, I don't know about 2. So I'm not really sure what they had there. I definitely want to do Last of Us at some point, so maybe we could do that one just because I think that'll take 2, maybe 3 episodes to cover.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. At any rate, we have lots of stuff scheduled.
Oh, yeah.
We have so much stuff.
That one's on the list too. But I think I put myself too far ahead in the game because I was like, okay, if I'm already scheduling stuff out until September, I feel like a lot can change between then and now.
It's
So
good to have a plan, though.
yeah,
I'm never going to complain about a plan.
right. We have an idea. We know that we are starting Mass Effect 2. And then because I have a Google Doc with all the games that we want to cover, and then slowly working them in. So
We definitely started with the ones that are like, I mean, I just saw Meiji ask about Stardew Valley, and like we might do like an episode that covers games with romance in it and talk about like the history of video game romance to include things like Stardew Valley because there's nothing really to analyze in that game because it's just a mechanic of like gifting things to a certain person and
mhm.
then you marry them. Like there's no interaction. But that was like the predecessor for the games that we have now. So there's something to be said about that game in particular. Harvest Moon's other one I think of that's similar.
And I'd love to talk
So
about like the random games, like we talked about choices and the new games that are like, let's have a game specifically where you only romance people on a cell phone app. And then there are the ones that take it a lot further.
yeah,
That are
we got a
the
lot of names to research today from one of our future guests.
Mhm.
So there could be more random interviews thrown in if we are able to secure some of these people who are doing like actual work and research into this topic. And like really know what they're talking about. Unlike us who are, we're smart and I think we say good shit, but we're not paid to do it. So I don't know if some people might not value it as much. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, there are people who have literally written books on this, and we have, so there are resources out there, people that we can reach out to, so that way we can actually be sexperts in the field.
Experts.
Sexperts. Assassin's Creed is another one of those ones. And I also feel like I want to cover the games that I have played. I feel like those are the ones that we are going to be the most passionate about and have enough background knowledge.
Yeah. Like eventually I want to cover other games too, because like we'll get to that point where like we haven't played, like I've never played Uncharted, but that romance between Nathan Drake and whatever her name is, because I've never played it, it's like on again, off again. It spans multiple games. Like
Mm-hmm.
it's a pre-scripted romance, but it is something to look at, and I'm sure we could do a good job looking at it from an outsider perspective. But I like we have personal feelings about Dragon Age and Mass Effect and Fallout and Cyberpunk. Like
Final
we've played
Fantasy
these
X.
games.
I love that game.
Mm-hmm.
And there are definitely romances that develop in there, but you have no choice in it. But I
Mm-hmm.
think that those are also valid games that we can talk about.
Like I think another one, that I've played, Life is Strange, I believe had a romance in it. And that game is almost entirely narrative in scope, so that'd be a good one. Like there's no fighting or anything. Like you're like a college student running around. I barely remember it. I played it once.
Mm.
It's a good game. I think there's 2 of them now. They're working on the next one, maybe. I don't know. I applied to a couple jobs at that studio, Deck 9. Yeah, so I'm assuming that they're making another one or they're making something.
Insider knowledge.
Maybe someday we'll get lucky. I would love that. Hire me.
All right,
I
my
have a good
dear.
job now, though.
Think.
Oh, there are 3. PF Apollo coming in with the knowledge.
Yup. Well, all right. Are we ready to wrap up Dragon Age December?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, our lovely shipsters can reach me on the Robots Radio Discord and our normal schedule of live streaming on Twitch on Fridays will be changing a little bit. But we are still going to be releasing all of our podcast episodes on Sundays. That part is not going to change.
Yes. So today is our last Twitch live stream for the year. We'll be back to Twitch on January 14th, that Friday. Same time, 10:30 Eastern, 7:30 Pacific. But like Jen said, every Sunday until then, we're having episodes come out. So you won't have to miss us too much. So next week is the first episode in Join Us January with our 2 favorite Dragon Age lore experts.
Yes, we love the cups. I hope that you have enjoyed today's episode. And during this time, I might stream more of my Mass Effect 3 playthrough. So stay tuned on that. Thank you for listening. And remember,
Beauty is in the eye of the controller. Beep. Meiji, yay, good shit. Love it.
we do have good shit.
I thought so. I'm always surprised that so many people actually watch us. I never was on Twitch before this, so I didn't even know that people would do that. I think it's really cool.
That wasn't your
Catch more
fault
than
though. It was no, like I was streaming earlier and I only stream it was like a 45-minute stream and Apollo jumped on and I was like, "Okay guys, I got to go pod prep. I'll be back later." Like I just got here.
Aw. Wait, should we
Uh
stop Audacity
mhm.
to make it easy for you? Okay, because
Yeah.
it's been an hour and 16 minutes. Okay. Yay. All done.
All done.
Yeah, as my
Danny
toddler says,
Layla.
all done, all clean. I don't know why she has to say that too. She's cute. We love her. She
Oh,
is
little
sleeping now, which is great. I
baby.
call her Nug. Yeah.
Your little
I
nug.
legit call her Nug, and it's not Dragon Age Nugs. It's because I called her Nugget when she was in my belly. But it's just a crazy, random, awesome happenstance that it also is like this is a Nug. So we didn't even talk about Leliana loving Nugs. Like she starts breeding them in Inquisition. It's funny. I love that little quirk about her. Are you still there? I can't hear you. Are you muted? Did everyone hear her? Or was it just me? Wait.
That
Oh,
was odd.
there we go. Yeah, what happened?
I don't know. Oh, you
I
know
was
what?
like, oh no, maybe she hung up.
No, I think I've got twisted cables and so it just came loose.
Twisted cables.
I know, I
Oh,
need some
no.
cable management over here.
Well,
Yeah.
it's better than me. I use this hair clip to secure my cable when my mic's not in use. It's something.
Wow, and then my camera changed too, didn't it?
Like
Like I look darker
it looks
now?
darker now. Yeah.
What the fuck happened? All right, you know what? Maybe
It's the signal.
it's the signal that we need to go.
The bat signal. Yeah, I'm gonna wash my face and go read some smut.
Who are you reading this week?
I actually don't know if I like it. I might stop reading it because there's way too much like genuine. Doesn't seem like the girl is enjoying herself.
Mm.
And I'm like, if this doesn't change real quick, I'm gonna like this doesn't do it for me. You know, what's it called? Lords of Pain. That should have told me that what it was.
Who's the
I think
author?
I should act. I don't know. I have Kindle Unlimited, so I literally just get whatever Kindle Unlimited like suggests to me. Let me look at the author. Angel Lawson, Samantha Rue. I guess they wrote it together.
Hmm.
Never heard of them. It's all on Kindle Unlimited. But yeah, no, I think I should actually read Digital Love though. Like I keep saying I'm gonna read it, and I started it, but I
Oh,
haven't read
honey.
it. I know. And then we like enter the thing, and I was
Honey.
like, I'm not prepared for this. Oh, yeah, I should reread the Dragon Age novels though. I have all of the nice, fancy, limited edition, hardcover, gilded pages versions of them now. And I've read them all before, but it's been years. I love them so much. In particular, Masked Empire is great. And, well, they're all great, actually, because David Gator wrote the first three, which one of them is told from the Stolen Throne. It's told from Alistair's daddy's point of view, King Merrick. And it's cute. He's just like Alistair.
I'm going to
Oh,
read
you
you
want
the
to talk about that?
chapters of this book. Right? Section 1 is representations of gender and sexuality. Chapter 1, sexualization, shirtlessness, and smoldering gazes, desire, and the male character. Specifically, they talk about how Caden changed so much in his body type from Mass Effect 1 to Mass Effect 3.
Did he?
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Ooh.
I never look at Caden.
Making love, not war. Female power and the emotional labor of peace in Code Realize, The Guardian of Rebirth, and Princess Arthur. I don't think I read that article yet, though. Love on the Farm, Romance and Marriage in Stardew Valley.
Ooh.
From Smoldering Justicar to Blue Skinned Space Babe. A Sorry Sexuality in Mass Effect. Section 2, Romance and Sexuality in Game Design. Visualizing Data for Pleasure. Heather Kelly on Game Design, Sexuality, and User Interfaces. Intimate Games. Facing Our Inner Predators. Is it time for this Jedi to get laid? Casual Romance in Star Wars The Old Republic.
Mm-hmm.
Naughty Bites. The Western Complications of Genitalia in Non-Porn Video Games. Invitation. Granting emotional access through romantic choices. Designing video game characters for romantic attachments. Practical application and design pitfalls. Section 3. Otome. Romance and Sexuality in Eastern Video Games. Sweet Solutions for Female Gamers. Jarrett's Korean Otome Games and Global Otome Game Players. Sadistic Lovers. Exploring tattoos in Otome games. Love transcends all. Geographical boundaries. The global lure of romance. Historical Otome games and the Shinsugame. I'm not sure. The future of romance and sexuality in games. Do androids dream of electric consent?
I hope so.
Digital love, future love, VR, and the future of human relationships and sexuality. I've read
Can you
like
see why that
4
book
of
is
these
literally written
articles.
for us?
Right? Book is called Blank Out Your Screen, Jen. Digital love, romance, and sexuality in games.
By Heidi McDonald.
All right.
It's
I
a
think
good
we've
it's a
done
good
enough
time.
plugging for tonight. That and I got enchiladas to eat.
Oh yeah, you gotta eat. See, Jen like never. She either eats during or shovels it in right before her episode.
Jesus Christ,
Where?
V phrasing.
Oh yeah. Me, I always I don't know. I always eat before, like well before, because it's nighttime now.
Yeah,
Which
it's
is
your
why.
bedtime.
Yep.
You get sleepy and lose words. I get hungry and want food. And I get hangry and then I
My
start
hus
ranting.
my husband jokes. It's like it gets dark out and you get sleepy. I'm like, yeah, that's how it freaking works. It's called my brain reading the sunlight and doling out melatonin. Like that's my body working normally. Yeah, she definitely does shovel food. I've witnessed it a couple times when she's busy.
You know what?
I don't shame you. No, I
No,
admire
I'm
that.
not.
I'm a
I'm not.
slow eater, and everyone else around me is a fast eater, so they're always waiting on me. And I'm like awkwardly like, "Oh God," like trying to eat faster. Because now I'm the awkward one just sitting there. So what are you doing? You kept fading in and out, and it faded back in at a very opportune moment.
Oh Lord, I don't care. At least my actual ass wasn't hanging out this time. It's fine.
No, no, no.
Oh, opportune moment as in like, what did I just put on cam?
Oh, no, it just you were like bent over and it looked like you were trying to pull your pants out of your vagina.
No,
Can I say
I was
vagina on Twitch?
you can
I just
say
did it
whatever
twice.
you want. Yes, yes, you can.
Vagina.
I was pulling a pillow out from underneath my butt.
Mm-mm.
Hmm.
That makes sense. It's never what it seems.
No.
It was just because of the background. It was just like flashing in and out, and all I saw was you bent over, just like both hands. I was like, "What are you doing?" What was that? I think it was House Bunny, that movie, when because Apollo was like, "You just did say it," where she was like, she said like asshole or something, and like, "You can't say that here." And she's like, "I said it kind of quiet, I think." That's exactly. Yeah, have you seen that movie? It's really old.
House
It's like
Bunny.
2007. So good.
Not Mia
So
Farrow. Jesus.
no,
Anna.
not Mia Farrow. Anna Farrow.
Anna Faris
Anna Faris. Damn it. She's married to Chris Pratt, or like was, right?
was.
Yeah.
Okay. I.
Anyway, it was good. Okay, I'm going. Bye.
Bye.
Bye, Twitch stream.
End every stream.
Is that the Garrus pillow? You were sitting on his freaking abs?
No, he's my back pillow. Okay.
Oh,
He
okay.
goes here. Because he's
Some
always right
rock hard
behind
back support.
me. Right behind you, Shepherd.
Got your 6, Shepherd. Wow. You need to get my 12 because God, I just can't. I can't with the weird human abs in his face. That really freaks me out.
But those eyes, V. Oh, I just noticed he's not wearing his visor, and I'm okay
No, he's
with it.
not.
It's not creepy in this
Oh
picture.
God. And just all I can see, I'm like, his chest needs to be out more because their blood is copper based, and they require more oxygen to function. And copper blood doesn't hold as much oxygen as iron based blood, and that's why their chests are big. And they did
You're
it wrong
such a
on the
nerd,
pillow.
and I love you for it.
It bothers me. Okay, I'm leaving.
Okay.
I'm just kidding. No, I mean, oh Maya.
Oh yeah. Now she's just chilling.
I love her demandy face. I love her so much. I really hope, like, pray to all the gods that
You want to say
in
that
a year and
again?
a half from now we go
You want to say it
to where
again?
you are. I can pet her in real life. Please, meow. That'd be a good night gift.
No, she won't do it.
Oh, damn it. That
All
sucks.
right. Enough of
My
my
cat
kitty on
meows and he
stream.
sounds like a broken sheep. He's a weak meow. He's adorable. My other cat sounds like a werewolf. Okay, I lied. Now I'm going. Bye, everybody. Are you going to stay?
No, I'm not going to stay on stream.
Oh, okay.
No.
Bye, everybody. Thanks for staying until the end.
Bye.
Bye, 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 bye.